Anyways, Alice. Scaling. 2 scaling. Doesn't help a lot on turtle fights, a B. Super bad laning. You can get freezed at mid. So hard. B. Position 4, position 4, position 4, position 4, Sicilian S. Sicilian S right now. Really good wave clear. You cannot really freeze him. You just need to stack. Good survivability, especially against Lucas. Chang'e. A. Better than Alice. Good wave clear. Good defense. You're kind of useless without your shield on your second skill. Chang'e. No CC. Pretty decent movement speed. A. Cyclops. A. Really low cooldown, especially in the late stage of the game. It's like, what? Your ulti has like a 5 seconds cooldown or 8 seconds cooldown. Good poke. Kinda bad laning, to be honest with you. This is like a 50-50. Chang'e Cyclops, 50-50. Really bad laning. You could easily freeze the Cyclops at mid. That's his problem. Really high on mana since you spam your skills. Okay. Yodora. Single target. Pick off. No mobility. Once you throw your ulti, you're useless. B. Yodora. B. Bad publicity is still publicity. I'll think about it kanina. I'll think about it. Opinion lang naman. But I'll think about the players. Pero nice content idea. Yeah, it is a nice content idea. B. Single target. You could even dodge her ulti, to be honest. No mobility. So slow. Also a little bit scaling. Gourd. Gourd is A. High A. No mobility but high wave clear. You cannot freeze a Gourd. You only need to put 1 second skill into a wave, a mid wave, for you to clear. Good poke. But you can easily dodge the poke. Decent CC with the first skill. So far, right? But no mobility. Only an A. Gourd. We need a heat. Wait, what? Anyways. Mage. This one. I've seen it. I've seen people trying to do this shit. Harth mid. First of all, Harth needs a lot of mana. And usually mid laners have less gold than gold laners, obviously. And you don't build items that fast. Probably better than Yodora. Probably better than Alice. But I wouldn't say he's A tier. B tier. He's kind of buff dependent and item dependent. Scaling. Also very bad at laning at first. So, like, in terms of mid lane, he's bad at laning. No CC. Ulti dependent at, well, his ulti is like 15 seconds, so it doesn't even matter. So, Harth, yeah. B. He's not good for mid. He's much better as a gold lane. Next. Harley. I've seen it. Harley also single target a little bit. You kind of become useless at the later stage of the game. Decent wave clear. Decent mobility with movement speed and second skill. You have earlier killing potential with at level 4. So probably a high B. High B. You could actually kill people at like the early stage of the game. Joy. Joy, I would say, is actually not that bad at mid. I'm gonna be honest with you. His only problem is he probably needs a good roamer to clear with him. With her. Because laning phase, she's a melee hero, and you usually need to dash in if you want to farm with Joy. So if you dash in, that means you get poked. But if you have a fast clearing roamer, Joy is actually pretty good. You could literally farm, and you could actually clear the wave so fast. You only need like 2 dashes to clear a minion wave at mid. Martis mid? People do that shit? Who does that? Who's doing Martis mid? I've never seen that. I have never seen that. Julian. I would say probably better than all these guys. A. Also, these two are flex picks. if you want to flex it. Really good burst at the early game. Bad laning. That's the only problem. Bad laning. Julian. Good thing is, you only need level 3 to get all your skills. You only need level 3. So even if you get freeze, it doesn't affect them that much. A pro team did that? Did they win? Did they win? Oh yeah, Kurt. Guys. Oh man, the Clippers are here. I can't say anything too controversial, can I? But I think you guys know the answer. Oh yeah, I remember Kurt. Why do you guys think mid Martis works in MPL Singapore? You guys let me know. You guys let me know why you guys think mid Martis works in Singapore. Please. I think you guys know. I'm not gonna say anything. I might get clipped. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to hurt anybody. No, we're not talking about it. That's crazy. Decent clear, Martis. Decent clear. Good early. You fall off hard. You're gonna have to build damage. You don't have dire hit. You build items slower than gold laners. You don't have poke. You get outpoked by mages. If you know, you know. I'm not saying it. If you know, you know. Alright, next. Kagura. Kagura is actually pretty decent. Problem with Kagura is kinda slow wave clear, to be honest with you. But better than these people. Good survivability, especially against assassins. The problem with her is she's ulti dependent. If you mess up your ulti, you're screwed. I'm not saying it. Alright, Kagura. A. Mid A. And she's kinda scaling, to be honest. She's not like Julian or Gourd, where you could pretty much kill people. Well, Kagura could kill people early as well, but not as much as these people. Like, Julian and Gourd, they hurt so much more in the early stage rather than Kagura. And you could easily dodge a Kagura ulti with dashes. Flickers, dashes, purify even. So, Kagura, only an A tier. Pretty good still. High outplay potential. But without ulti, kinda useless. Just poke. Good poke. Decent poke with first skill. Next, Kimmy. Kimmy. I've seen this. Kimmy mid. I would think he's good at laning, since her range is like super far. But anyways, Kimmy might be like right here, scaling but no mobility. Scaling but no mobility. Probably lower than Kagura, to be honest with you. But she hurts late game. That's all I'm gonna say. She hurts late game. It takes a while. Alright? And sometimes Kimmy actually needs blue if you want your energy to come back a lot faster. So yeah, only A. Too scaling, like it takes a little bit too long, to be honest with you. And quite easy to kill. Especially with the assassin meta, so maybe like right here. Like here, low A. Next. Lunox. Okay, Lunox. Lunox is like high A, better than Gourd, I think. Pretty flexible. Nobody really counters Lunox like super hard because you have light form. The only problem with her is her clearing speed is kind of slow with the first skill. But her laning is quite strong with a sustain. So maybe like a high A. Lunox is actually pretty good. I wouldn't say she's S though. Because she's so easy to, like, if you don't, her mobility is not there. It's not it. And her poke, you cannot really poke without going dark. So she doesn't have constant poke, and her range is not that far compared to like heroes like Sicilian. Yeah. A good Lunox can delete. Definitely. No. I believe you guys. I believe you guys. But then again, you gotta remember that, you know, I think Lunox is better as a gold laner, in my opinion. But as a position 4, she's not as good as much as a position 4. Because to be a good position 4, you need to be able to roam around the map as well. Like, quite fast. So the reason why Sicilian is so broken is good survivability. Well, Lunox has good survivability too. But Sicilian late game is quite insane compared to Lunox. You cannot compare Sicilian late game to Lunox. Sicilian is further range. You can infinitely stack. You have high sustain with your ulti. You just run away. Lunox, you could literally kill Lunox without light, which only lasts for like 5 to 6 seconds. Yeah. It's not the same. It's definitely not the same. Even though Sicilian is scaling. So the reason why these types of mages are now popular are because of heroes like Lucas and assassins. It's hard to play like the other mages against Lucas. Like for example, you're playing Farsa against Lucas and Lucas is just in your face. You cannot even feather anything. So that's why these mages are actually quite good now. So next, we got Lo Yi. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Lo Yi's a freaking ban that hero, bro. You know how freaking annoying Lo Yi is? You know how it could outplay, like, you could literally be losing a game. You could be losing like 8k, 10k, and then one good teleport could literally change the game if the enemy team is out of position. In solo though, Lo Yi's bad. In solo, Lo Yi's freaking bad in solo. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about in general. Lo Yi is like freaking broken. So much sustain with Brave Smite. You're tanky with your shield on your passive. If you keep using your first skill and you're getting combos. In tournament, Lo Yi is so good. If you see him on scrims, Lo Yi is freaking broken. Teams first pick Lo Yi. I'm serious. Teams ban and first pick Lo Yi. In tournaments and scrims. Broken. Broken ass hero. But you need to have a good team with it. Broken freaking hero. Not broken, but like really good hero. Lilia. I'll put Lilia ST. Lilia ST. Nah. Good clear, good laning phase, good survivability with the ulti. But it's really easy to dodge your second skill, to be honest. A lot of people have high mobility right now. Maybe like you don't have kill potential early since you don't really have a lot of damage, but you have a lot of poke against utility junglers. So maybe like right here, high A. Right there, high A. We need to put this here. Yeah, like that. We're putting it like that. Don't give me with that shit. All right, next, Farsa. Farsa's good. Good poke. Alright, good burst. Good mobility with a bird. Good CC with a stun. Problem is, if you get your feather airstrike cancelled, that's it. You need to position yourself quite well with Farsa. But he's really good. You could literally 2 feather airstrike a marksman with Farsa. Even with rose gold, I think. Maybe with rose gold 3 feather airstrike. Easy S. Easy S, Farsa. Easy S tier. Let's see, who else? Do people play Nathan position 4? I don't want to talk about it. Alright, let's Odette. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Odette is low-key underrated. I'm gonna be honest with you. She freaking hurts. She actually counters. She counters a lot of assassins. Especially Joy. Especially Joy. You get destroyed by Hayabusa though. But Joy, Suyu, you could sustain. If you get your ulti down, you could sustain with your shield. Suyu and Joy, and they die. They will die. It's team dependent, but it's actually so underrated, bro. It is so underrated. Like, her laning is kind of bad, so I would put her like maybe like above Julian. She's underrated. That's all I'm gonna say. But against Fanny also, she's bad. But her poke is actually pretty good with her passive. With the bouncing music notes. It's actually pretty... It hurt. Like yesterday I got hit by a freaking music note. It took like almost half my health. A freaking music note. Imagine a passive music note taking like almost half my health. I don't even know how that's possible. Anyways. Respect. Respect to Odette. Next. Veil. Good burst. The only problem with Veil is the wave clear. Kinda slow. Good movement speed once you get your stacks. And you're kinda ulti dependent.
Yes, sir. There.
Thing is still S. Good poke. Good CC. I think the tornado makes a lot of difference. You could TikTok. Ah, yeah. The TikTok with the second skill. You could actually surprise a lot of people with that. So you could tornado second skill. To kind of surprise people and burst them down. Yeah. Veil is like a low S. I'm serious. Instant delete. Especially if you have like a Sky Piercer build, but it's kind of hard to do that, so. Good movement speed, kind of annoying to chase. So fast with 10 stacks. Vexana. S. Probably better than Veil. Good CC. Really high CC. Good poke with second skill. You can disrupt a lot of ultis with first skill and ulti. You could literally... It's like a Tigreal with range. If you hit your first skill, in most cases, even if they have tough boots, if you use your ulti right away, they will not move. They will get destroyed. Vexana S tier. Alright, next. Savior. Here we go. We're going to the spicy part. Yo, right now there's a lot of teams experimenting around Savior. Also, my team is experimenting with Savior. He freaking hurts. This guy hurts. And he could counter heroes like CC, counter heroes like Lucas, who disables the movements with the second first combo if you use it correctly. The problem is the assassins. Hayabusa, Fanny, as long as you don't have those. Hayabusa, Fanny. Suyu you could deal with. Suyu, fine. Suyu is okay. Even Joy. Joy is... You could deal with Joy. Because you can literally stop Joy from dashing with your second first if you use it correctly. Savior is freaking underrated right now. You guys should try it. Insane. Technically a global ulti. It runs across the map. And you could lord dance with Savior ulti. You could use your ulti to ulti the opposite lane, the long lane, so that your long lane is at an advantage. Super underrated. Savior. S tier. But in my opinion, probably better than Veil. Next. Eve. Right there. Good laning, bro. Eve. Freaking annoying. Good poke. No mobility though. That's a problem. And she has a freaking bug. Invisible, no? Invisible ulti. If she's on a bush, her ulti is invisible. That's freaking broken. How are you gonna tell me? Someone fix that. She's really good. So, why is Eve on pick and ban zone? She could outpoke Sushin. More range than Sushin. And Sushin is quite annoying. Really good against Alpha. Pretty decent against Lo Yi. Yeah. Really good against Lo Yi as well. In laning. Pretty good against Suyu. Pretty good against Phoveus. Who else? You struggle against Fanny and Joy though. And Hayabusa. Fanny, Joy, Hayabusa are your main enemies in the current meta. So just be careful of that. Yeah. But maybe like... There we go. I think that this is more appropriate. Right there. S. I wouldn't say she's pick or ban. I don't even ban Eve anymore, to be honest. In scrims. I don't even ban her anymore. S. Only S. Next, we got freaking Valier. No mobility. You lack damage. Even if you get to late game, you barely do any damage. The only thing annoying about you is your crowd control. See? Ass. Wait up, guys. I'm not done yet. I'm gonna get to everyone. Chill, 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 guys. Chill. I'm going like from left to right. Wait. Zas. Zas is A. Still A. Gets hard countered by Nolan. Very slow. You only pretty much stay mid. Your ulti is quite easy to dodge, in my opinion. People just dash away from your ulti and run away. And once you don't have your ulti, your nightmaric Suan is dead. You're kinda screwed. You're dead. A. Sup, paper tick? A. Still A. Wave clear kinda slow. Like, she might be a low A. He might be a low A, to be honest with you. Zas. Ulti dependent. Very, very ulti dependent. So you probably need fleeting time. Anyways. Next. Okay. Mage. Okay, Kadita. Kadita is like the same thing as Kagura, but higher kill potential and I guess easier to execute because you're gonna have Petrify with Kadita. You're not gonna have Dire Hit though, but I think Kadita is like the same thing as Kagura. Your wave clear is super slow. Yeah, that's the only problem with Kadita. Wave clear is super slow, just like Kagura, and Kadita has less pressure when you're always seen in the map. So when you're always clearing mid, you're always seen in the map. So that's the hard part with Kadita. Only A. Probably better than Kag, because she has better kill potential than Kagura. And easier kill potential than Kagura. Next. Novaria. I'll put Novaria S tier. Meta. Definitely meta. Good poke, good clear, good defense, insane late game. Her ulti is a little bit short. I'm gonna be honest, her ulti is a little bit short now, but still pretty good. Poke is really good. The burst could be really good if you use your second skill at the later stage of the game, but could easily be countered by a Twilight Armor, to be honest with you, especially on tanky heroes. Mobility is pretty decent with second skill, but you have trouble with heroes like Fanny, Hayabusa. So probably a little bit better than Veil, to be honest. Like that. Next. Valentina. Valentina S tier. Easily. S tier, but not ban worthy anymore. Used to be ban worthy. You can get Tigrel's ulti. You can get Lucas ulti. The only thing Valentina struggles against is laning against Eve, Sushin, Louis. Eve, Sushin, Louis. You struggle against. Sicilian, you struggle against. Savior, you struggle against. Yeah. Laning. But Valentina is pretty good in laning in terms of like poke damage, I guess. But in terms of range, she doesn't have the range. But she has a lot of outplay potential. Definitely an S, Valentina. Yeah, Valentina is ban worthy depending on the composition. Next. Okay, we got Selena. Selena position 4. Slow wave clear. Good vision. Good mobility. But her wave clear is so slow. I don't like it. I don't like it. The problem with Selena position 4 is, roamer it would work. As a position 4, you have to stay in lane and clear your wave every single time before you gank. And for Selena to do that, it's like so hard to keep up. Especially with your enemy team having like has such wave clear, they're most likely gonna block you off from ganking anyways. And you have to hit your stuns. And even if you do hit your stuns in the early game, Selena is most likely not gonna kill you compared to Harley. Harley could easily kill you in the early stage of the game. B. Very situational though. If you have a Cho, if you have a Cho with you, it could work. Like a high wave clear roamer on your side. Here we go. Angela. I think low S. So, Angela is actually very draft dependent in my opinion. Why? If you think about it, if you pick Angela position 4, where is your magic damage gonna come from? So it could either come from your jungler, which is the only magic damage jungler right now that's pretty decent is Joy. If you don't have Joy, you cannot pick Angela. Or the magic damage is coming from your gold lane. So who are the gold laners that have magic damage? Harth and Lunox. That's about it. That's it. Harth, Lunox, what? Kimmy? Alice? That's about it. If you don't have a magic damage at the gold lane or the jungler, you're kind of screwed. That's the only way you can make Angela work. But with the right composition, this Angela position 4 is actually really, really good. Like, for example, Ling, Angela with Cho, and then Harith, gold lane, and then a really tanky XP lane. Really good. It's actually really good. Is jungler tier list coming up? I already did that last stream. You could check my previous stream. But I will, what I will do is I will clip and trim these while making this tier list, and I will upload them as a separate video. Okay. Next, we got Aurora. Easily S. Good poke. Problem is no mobility, and also probably Vexana is better than Aurora in my opinion. Vexana, like even if they come close to you, like up close, like point blank, you could still crowd control them. Whereas Aurora, if you go close to Aurora, it's kind of easy to dodge. Right? Her combo is a lot easier to dodge than Vex. Good poke, good CC. Vexana is better though, so lower than Vex. Gets really hard countered by Eve because of the poke and range. Gets hard countered by Farsa Eve. Next, Faramis. S tier. Faramis is S tier. With the right team comp, Faramis is super good. In the late game, you could actually poke down with Faramis. The team fight is insane. The problem with Faramis is if you're against really tanky heroes like Gatot, Hylos, you cannot do anything early game. X-Borg, you're kind of screwed. That's the only thing bad part about Faramis. But other than that, he's freaking good. Di ko alam. Bulalo. Nana. Good burst. Annoying second skill. Probably the same as Gourd. You could kill people like pretty easily in the early stages of the game. Like somewhere here. Good poke with the first skill. Good survivability with the passive. Probably like around here. Nana, A tier. A tier. Sushin. Auto pick him down. Sushin. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Sushin is freaking annoying. You could disrupt so many things. Even if you're an assassin, if you get stacked on, you're kind of screwed. In laning, she's super good. She can freeze a lot of mages. The only good laner that against her is Eve, pretty much. Eve could outrange her. Ban. Instant ban. Problem with Sushin, no burst. Sushin has no burst. The damage is not that surprising. Like, She doesn't deal like surprising damage. Yeah, even Haya has a hard time killing her with the shield and ulti. And if you have flicker, it makes it even harder. So there you go. I think that's the mage tier list. Is there anyone that I forgot? Wait. I have seen position 4 Mathilda. If you're building damage Mathilda. First of all, if you build position 4 Mathilda, you're not gonna have favors, so your heal doesn't heal as much. Your wave clear is super slow. You don't have kill potential early. Just a B. High B. You have high sustain though and high shield. High mobility. That's about it. Your laning is kinda ass. To be honest. They could freeze you and poke you down. Kinda hard laning phase. You need like a chill with her. If you wanna clear fast. Her burst could be decent with full damage build. But you're also very squishy at that point. Because you're not gonna have favor. Very bad against Haya. Haya destroys you. Fanny destroys you too. Well, Fanny is a little bit better. Easier to deal with. Next. Is there anyone else? Position 4 Saber. I've seen it. I've done it. I've drafted it. You guys remember? I'm the one who made that shit happen. But it's only a B. Position 4 Saber. Search it up. Bren versus Evos. MPL Invitational. Bren versus Evos. Game number 1. Search it up. And look who's there drafting. Search it up. You gonna see this. And guess what? We won that game. We won that game. Using their own skin. We won that game. Search it up. But yeah, Saber, kinda slow wave clear. You can only wave clear with your first skill. You're ulti dependent. You can kill people in the early stage of the game, but after that you're kinda screwed. You fall off really hard late game. You don't have any poke. If you poke, they're gonna know where you're at. Anyways, next. Anyways, next. Who else? Who else can position 4? I think that's it, no? Please don't mention this hero. I think that's it. Beatrix position 4. I don't want to go into all the complications with marksman position 4. Let's keep it like this. Let's keep our life simple, please. Keep our life simple. You've seen Nathan mid? Oh my god, should we do it? Wait up. Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. Since he's magic damage, I'll do it. Nathan mid. 2 scaling, no mobility. Doesn't really help on turtle fights. You're gonna get screwed, but if you do scale, then you're okay. There we go. Bane. Oh yeah, I forgot about Bane. Where the frick is Bane? Bane. Good poke if you build him mage. Good damage on the ulti, but his range is super bad. You're only good at the turtle fight with your ulti. Without your ulti, you're kind of useless. You have pretty good sustain. Maybe here low A. Decent poke, but your range is super short. No, mobility is kind of low. Kind of easy to kill, to be honest with you. Low A. Is that it? Ha? Tier list. C. Mababa. Pangat sila. Mga mahihina. Ano ba? What else? I think that's it. That's it. I'm not gonna put anymore. That's your freaking mage.